A pleasant welcome to Hope Channel Zambia, television that changes lives. It is time for the news. To present it, my name is MWEENE and my sign language interpreter, Sharon. The headlines. Grade 7 and 9 certificate holders now eligible to apply for skills courses under the CDF. SCC challenges Ministry of Justice officials. Government to dialogue with Catholic bishops, Mwetwa. WAMA calls on chiefs to be ambassadors of water management in their localities. Fight against corruption is every Zambian's fight. Chairperson Justice Chibabuka. These stories plus more coming up shortly. Don't go out.
Are you ready to unlock a world of opportunities? Look no further than Wansanje Travel and Tourism Institute. At Wansanje, we offer a passport to international recognition through a wide range of courses in various fields. Choose from our courses in travel and tourism, business administration, hospitality management, computer science and cybersecurity, entrepreneurship, food production, electrical, graphic designing, computer studies, and many more. With our expert faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, you will gain the skills you need to excel in your chosen field. For further inquiries, call us on 0211 220 286 or 0977 603389 or visit us in person at Kenneth Kaunda House, Cairo Road, next to the Bank of Zambia. You can also reach out to us via email at wtticollege@gmail.com. Wansanje Travel and Tourism Institute is registered with the VETA and ICM, ensuring the high standards of education and recognition. Don't wait. Come and excel with us today at Wansanje Travel and Tourism Institute.
Thank you so much for staying with us, and now the news in details. Kamwala Ward 5 Councillor Mainda Smata has disclosed that dropouts with grade 7 or 9 certificates are now eligible to apply for skills courses under the CDF bursary scheme. The civic leader says the change in the CDF bursary skills requirement is meant to accommodate youths who never completed grade 12 but have grade 9 or 7 certificates. Councillor Smata has advised Zambians below 35 with a grade 7, 9 or 12 certificate to get an acceptance letter from any TVETA accredited college in a skills course of their choice and contact the Award Development Committee, area councillor or civic center for application forms and submission before 30th November.
I would like to inform the general public out there, especially those youths that want to apply for the CTF skills bursary scheme. There's been an amendment towards the requirements for one to apply for the skills courses. We are talking about courses like automotive repair, we're talking about catering, we're talking about hospitality, we're talking about tailoring. Previously, the requirement was that one must have a grade 12 certificate in order to be eligible to apply for the skills bursary scheme. But now, even those that have got grade 7 certificates and grade 9 certificates are also eligible to apply for this skills bursary. Because of the feedback that we received from the public, there were a lot of school leavers or school dropouts who did not have a grade 12 certificate. So we do not want to leave these people behind. So once again, the qualifications for one to apply for skills bursary under the CGF now includes those with grade 7 certificates and also grade 9 certificates. We are hoping that all the youths that want to have skills courses will be captured with a revision of the requirements to include grade 7 and grade 9 certificates.
Anti-Corruption Commission SCC Director Tom Shamakamba has urged officers in the Ministry of Justice to have integrity if the fight against corruption is to be enhanced. Mr. Shamakamba says officers handling corruption matters cannot prosecute cases professionally if they are not credible themselves. Speaking during the Integrity Committee Sensitization and Introduction Workshop for officers from the Ministry of Justice in Lusaka, Mr. Shamakamba said every officer in the ministry must entrench integrity in their line of work. And Justice Minister Mulambo Haimbe urged workers in his ministry to embrace integrity and fairness in their work. Mr. Haimbe said the Ministry of Justice is the last hope for the people in the country and justice must be made accessible to all. Meanwhile, Attorney General Mulilo Kabesha said integrity starts from small things such as collecting receipts for fuel which is funded by interest. Mr. Kabesha said judicial officers must resist the temptation of taking financial advantage even in cases they are offered bribes in court cases. The Zambia Army has pledged to facilitate the recovery of loans with the Higher Education Loans and Scholarship Board held among officers and soldiers that benefited from the institution's scholarship. Army Commander Stali Aluvuzwi says the Army recognizes the importance of repaying the loans, which is key in providing essential financial support to other students. Speaking when a team from the Higher Education Loans and Scholarship Board called on him in Lusaka today, Lieutenant General Aluvuzwi reaffirmed the Army's commitment to continued cooperations with all institutions which will help in uplifting the professional development of the defense personnel. And Health Chief Executive Officer John Machai thanked the Army and its commitment for working with the institution in recovering the funds. Dr. Machai said the board depends on the repayments by graduating students to carry out its mandate. Meanwhile, Zambia Army Director General Training John Banda said his office will submit a list of names to higher officers for verification of students who have balances. Brigadier General Banda said the Zambia Army currently has a total of 196 officers and soldiers who benefited from the loans and scholarships and are yet to start paying back. Information and Media Minister Cornelius Mwetwa says government will dialogue with the Catholic Church following the concerns it raised in the recent pastoral letter. In the pastoral letter, the Zambia Council of Catholic Bishops, ZCCB, raised human rights abuse issues. Addressing the media today, Mr. Mwetwa says government is seeking a round-table meeting with the Catholic bishops rather than responding through the media. According to Mr. Mwetwa, government respects all the churches and welcomes positive criticism.
The New Dawn administration is open to dialogue and not adversarial and or confrontational way of resolving national matters. The government shall continue to maintain an open door policy and to be receptive to positive criticism from its citizens and or institutions. As to the date of the government and the Catholic bishops' dialogue meeting, that is subject to settlement as between the government and the Catholic bishops with the President Hakainde Hichilema, ready to meet with the church leaders at the earliest instance of conveniency. After the dialogue meeting, the nation will accordingly be informed and or updated as to the outcome of such a dialogue meeting. The government wishes to indicate that it values the concerns that the Catholic bishops raised through their pastoral letter, as it provides an opportunity for governmental introspection on how this far government has performed with 2 years of being in leadership. The government also wishes to indicate that it respects the church as a body of Christ. It respects all churches in Zambia because Zambia is a Christian nation with various church denominations all subscribing to one faith, Christianity.
Mr. Mwetwa says PF should resolve their issues and allow Zambians to debate on national issues. This and more stories coming shortly after this break.
Change your water and change your life.
Kanjin Water Zambia Limited brings to you microclasses highly alkaline water with the benefits of immunosystem booster, disease combating, and many more. For more information, dial the number 0976 096670. We are located in all around the country, Zambia.
Change your water and change your life. Change your water and change your Kanjin water.
Kanjin Water, change your life.
There is nothing quite like the thrill of catching your own fish. And at Papino Investments, we bring that experience to you. Papino Investments, the home of live fish, has everything you need to make your meals unforgettable.
It has a different taste, and that is why I enjoy coming to this place.
From live fish that you can catch for yourself to smoked fish, just chickens and beef, we have a wide range of products that will satisfy your shopping needs. And if you're looking for something else, we have a wide range of groceries to choose from, including Hope Channel decorders. At Papino Investments, payment is easy. You can pay with cash or use our mobile money services. Visit us today at Robert's Fish and Veggies Building, Challenge Market, Lusaka, or call us at 0955 108708 or 0976 543822 or 0965 691909. Papino Investments, the home of live fish.
Thank you so much for still staying with us. Now, Information and Media Minister Cornelius Mwetwa says the current matters of the opposition party PF are in essence primarily family matters that should be handled by PF members and do not entirely involve the nation. He says that because of their intra-party differences, the matter has been drawn into national debates as a result of the changes that have occurred at Parliament. The minister says this indicates that government is desirous that the differences within PF should be solved expeditiously. Honorable Mwetwa says government wishes that all opposition parties be united in order that they may provide credible checks and balances on behalf of the Zambian people. He says the current national space, which they are occupying in terms of national debate, can be taken up to debate on issues of national consequence and those that border on uplifting the livelihoods of the people, bettering the lives of the people and the governance of the country.
I wish to take this opportunity to indicate that the matters of differences that are currently playing out and obtaining in the opposition patriotic front are a matter that are primarily club matters or family matters that are alien to the rest of the nation and privy only to them and them alone, patriotic front, but that now, because of their intra-party differences, the whole nation has now been drawn into national debate as a result of the changes that have occurred at Parliament. We wish to indicate that government is desirous that the differences that are happening within the Patriotic Front should be resolved expeditiously so that normalcy can resume within the political environment of our country. The government wishes that the leading opposition political party, or the largest opposition political party, the Patriotic Front, should be united and strong in order that it may provide credible checks and balances on the behalf of the people of Zambia. We as government do not get pride to see a political party in turmoil, because that has a mirror effect to the state of our democracy. We therefore remain hopeful that the Patriotic Front will resolve their matters amicably and expeditiously, so that the current national space which they are occupying in terms of national debate can be taken up by debate of issues of national consequence and those that border on uplifting the livelihoods of our people, bettering the lives of our people, bettering the governance of our country. That is government's position.
The Water Resources Management Authority, WAMA, has called on the chiefs to be ambassadors of water management in their localities. Speaking during the stakeholder engagement with committee members of the House of Chiefs, Engineer Kennedy Nyungu says some of the investors that are in rural areas, including those near the water bodies, have recklessly mismanaged water in lakes and rivers in the country. Engineer Nyungu says chiefs always have a good faith in giving land to investors with the view of developing the area, but in the end some developers destroy natural resources. He urged the chiefs to always partner and engage with the Ministry of Green Economy and Environment, WAMA and ZEMA to provide adequate information when investors approach them for land before they reach a consensus.
A consortium of traditional leaders are sitting to engage with its stakeholders in Lusaka. This is the House of Chiefs that has been sitting for some days now. This meeting is aimed at finding solutions of bettering the livelihoods of the people in their chiefdoms. This meeting is aimed at finding solutions of bettering the livelihoods of the people in their chiefdoms. Among the topics discussed today was the management of water in their areas. The chiefs raised concerns over the mismanagement of water that they are experiencing with some investors and developers in their chiefdoms.
My concern now is that they come, give us very good programs. In some cases, they even plant trees, and then they disappear, never to come back. Today, I'm delighted that WAMA has come across, and then they are talking of the same thing. My concern in the chair is that if this left the way it is, there's a possibility that nothing much will be done. My question is to the presenter, does WAMA have any deliberate plan to work with other institutions that are doing almost the same job, to put the resources together and preserve the sources of the rivers or the sources of waters? In this case, like Ruangwa River, which is suffering from the same effect that you have mentioned.
About the organization WAMA, I want to find out if you are also in the district so that we can approach you to assist us, because right now we have these small rivers which are already dry. so that we partner with you so that we help our subjects how we can preserve water.
Affect the soft mud which was left when water receded at a very fast rate actually killed a lot of our animals when our animals were trying to access water, because it was a gap of say 6 meters to reach where water was. So that gap, an animal has to wade through soft mud. Now if we had such gadgets which detects the level of water, definitely they could have taken into consideration. Fish does not breed in deep waters. It breeds in shallow waters. When they release water at the fast rate, it sweeps away the eggs of fish and hence reduce the population, the water population, the fish population, creating a deficit in the country.
But their concerns have been taken care of by Water Resources Management Authority, WAMA, which was in the house today.
Now, I cannot outrightly blame the people. People need information. So I believe that once this information reaches them, they will change their practices. Some of them are not aware. They are focused on producing food. They are focused on selling the sand, but they do not know the effects these activities are having if they don't do them in a correct manner or sustainable manner. Now, the chiefs, the traditional leaderships are the ones who are right there living with the people. And for us, we thought if people get it from the traditional leaders, I think it will have a very immediate impact in terms of them appreciating these issues of preserving water bodies, water sources.
WAMA Director General, Engineer Kennedy Nyungu, has called on the chiefs to safeguard their water jealously. Esnatsika Hope News, Lusaka.
And finally, in the news today, Anti-Corruption Commission says the country is committed to fight against corruption, money laundering and other illicit financial flows that can be seen from the focused approach taken under the 8th National Development Plan. Speaking during the Zambia Law Development Commission legal seminar, the Anti-Corruption Commission chairperson, Mr. Musa Mwenya, said government will leave no stone unturned, but will recover all assets and resources which have been stolen from the people of Zambia. Meanwhile, Zambia Law Development Commission chairperson, Justice Ruth Chibabuka, said the fight against corruption, money laundering, illicit financial flows should be every Zambian's fight. She said the Commission is mandated to carry out public consultations to ensure that reforms are responsive to the needs of the Zambian people.
We must continue to invigorate the fight against corruption, money laundering and illicit financial flows as outlined in the 8th National Development Plan. In this regard, all of us involved in the fight against corruption must leave no stone unturned, but endeavor to punish the corrupt and to recover all assets and resources which have been stolen from the people of Zambia. Corruption, money laundering, and illicit financial flows are cancers that perpetuate inequalities and erode confidence in public service delivery.
It is the Commission's firm position that the fight against corruption, money laundering, and illicit financial flows should be every person's business. As we shall see in the presentation by the Commission soon, the negative effects of corruption and other financial and economic crimes have the potential to erode public confidence in social, economic service delivery and Zambia's national development. The Commission is mandated under the Zambia Law Development Commission Act to carry out public consultations to ensure that reforms are responsive to the needs of the Zambian people. We have therefore endeavored to present before you a panel of experts who we believe will provide a holistic view and a constructive assessment of the law, practices, and experiences relating to the enforcement of unexplained wealth orders in Zambia.
That's all we had for you in the news, but before we go, here's a recap of the headlines. Grade 7 and 9 certificate holders now eligible to apply for skills courses under the CDF. SEC challenges Ministry of Justice officials. Government to dialogue with Catholic bishops, Mwetwa. WAMA calls on chiefs to be ambassadors of water management in their localities. And fight against corruption is every Zambian's fight. Chairperson Justice Chibabuka. I have been your anchor, MUYANGA, and alongside my sign language interpreter, Sharon, AKUFUNA, and on behalf of the entire production team, it's a blessed bye-bye.